Hey you guys, good morning. Welcome to the final video of the Books, Beauty, and Stuff Awards. Um, this is my honorable mentions. Some titles I had to put in as an honorable mention for some of the stuff that I'm not gonna say won, but I just have to mention it in here because these are some of the books that I definitely enjoyed as well too. Um, I do want to first of all thank you guys for a lot of the shares and the likes and retweets and reposts I've been getting for my books, beauty and stuff videos. Thank you guys so much. That means so much to me from the bottom of my soul, honestly, you know. Y'all already know I keep it humble. I keep it so humble. Um, things like that. And I try not to. I know for a fact I'm not. I don't get arrogant and over myself. That's one thing. But I would, like I said, thank you guys so much for everything you have done for me, especially within the past year or so, especially within the 5 years I had this channel up. So thank you guys again. And yeah, let's get on to it. Okay, so the first book I want to mention that I actually have the four books in the series, the Once Upon a Tear series, The Bachelor and the Beauty Queen by Carolyn Hector. Now, I don't know much about child's pageants. I know I've been here. I heard stories over the years. You got some stage mothers out there who push their child to win, or they put their child in so many. Excuse me for a minute. Let me come out. Film on. Okay. They put a lot of their kids in like pageants and whatnot, and this definitely told about that. And it told about a former beauty queen named Lexi Pendergrass who got in some trouble before, and um Stephen Race. Was it Race? Yeah, Stephen Race. I was right. And his brother Nathan are raising their brothers, their deceased brothers' children. Kimber and Little Philly. I like the name Kimber. I like any version of Kimberly, like Kimberly, like my girl Kimberly Lawson Roby, Kimberlyn. Kimber. That's cute. So anyway, Kimber's meeting this guy, she is dating this guy, and she's 16. And the premiere of the book is that Stephen thinks that Lexi sold his niece a revealing dress, but that wasn't the case. He was high headed, and understandably, he's doing a lot dealing with his excuse me, dealing with his brother's children, and especially she's a teenage girl. So yeah. I did enjoy the book because it talked about different aspects of the beauty industry, not just the beauty industry, but beauty pageant industry and things like that, and how people could still, especially in small towns, still talk about you, still spread rumors, think the worst of you, even if you have changed. So it's kind of like okay. So I did get it, and I enjoyed it. So this definitely has to go on my honorable mention, and yeah, I did do the other one. Feel the Heat by my girl Cheris Hodges. I am currently reading The Heat Between Us. That will probably be reviewed in the next couple of weeks or some whatnot. I don't know. But this has definitely been hot for me this year. This came out in February. I enjoyed it because it deals with relationships, bloggers, lawyers, how you got to be careful on social media with things like that and protecting your brand. And dealing with love and things like that. I like Charisse's writing. Um, this definitely had to go into my honorable mentions. I have to be when I review books. I have to be serious, and this was definitely one of my favorites to read. But I couldn't figure out what category I should put it in. So it was definitely an honorable mention, and it was definitely a fabulous book. Check it out. Like I said, a lot of the books I will put on the link bar below. To the reviews that I've already done on them as well too. Okay, let's talk about Black President for a minute by Brenda Hampton. That series, I am currently on season 2. I think episode 2, if I'm not mistaken, or episode 1. I have to check, but I'm on one of the first or second episodes of the second season. She has the third one out already, but I won't get that till later. You will have a review on that and a second episode of the second season. First of all, y'all already know I love me some Stephen C. Jefferson. Okay, that man could get it. Ooh, I'm so nasty. Ooh, he could get it anywhere. And then find out his wife is a mess too, child, and his mama. I love me some Teresa. I love me some Teresa Jefferson, man. No matter how messy she is, I believe that woman she's got some screws loose, but I believe she does have good intentions too. I do like you don't mess with mama now, and I actually like her. She seems real cool. She seems real fun. She messy as hell too, so I love her for that one. But it does talk about a lot of the issues we deal with in this country, such as dealing with different race relations, different dealing with different things, dealing with just black women, sexual orientation, things like that. And I really definitely enjoy this book because it's entertainment, but it is pure comedy too. And I definitely love the Black President series. So yes, I definitely would definitely tell you guys to get on that one too. All right, another three books I want to talk about is Whatever It Takes by my girl Tu-Shonda Whitaker. That and Every New Year by Brenda L. Thomas. Now those two books, along with two other books that was part of the original anthology back in 2005 from Simon and Schuster called Kiss the Year Goodbye. I'm guessing the book was no longer available because I reviewed both of the Whatever It Takes and Every New Year and not too long ago, so I will link those below. I'm guessing the anthology itself is not available, but I was, like I said before in my other video, I was actually here for them splitting up the books because you may not want to read every story in there. Although I bought every story in the book. I bought Lacey Winslow's book, and I bought Damon S. Pooh's book as well too, story as well too. So I'm definitely going to give you guys a review on that later. Um, those two were phenomenal. I never read Brenda L. Thomas' book before. That was definitely my first one, not my last. Y'all know Tu-Shonda Whitaker. She puts the comedy in camaraderie, honey. She gonna make any story so nasty, but just be cracking up at her crazy characters. And I'm sorry, Mr. Y'all already know how I feel. Mr. Marcus made the book. He made my day. He was actually my favorite character. He is a mess. And that Joan, like, girl, y'all already know how I felt about that heifer. So that's more of a full review on that one in that book, but those definitely had to be in my honorable mentions. And another book called One Mistletoe Wish by A.C. Author. Now, you guys know I mentioned her in one of my rediscovered authors, but One Mistletoe Wish was definitely one of my favorites to do. And like I said, that's the Tailors of Temptation, and Temptation is a small fictional town in Virginia. I'm thinking it's closer down deep in Virginia, or it's probably closer to the Washington D.C. area. Who knows? But I enjoyed that book. That definitely made one of my favorites as well too. And I just have to say that was my honorable mentions. Thank you guys for. Oh, one more book I do have to mention. I'm sorry. The Awakened Woman by Dr. Tererai Trent. I've read some of it already. I'm going to give y'all a full review on that probably later on. But so far, the book is good. She was one of Oprah's favorite guests when Oprah was in her show back in 2011. She talks about her upbringing in Africa, the traditional things, especially women having to marry early and things like that. They couldn't get an education, and she fought for that. And the book was so deep. And I met Dr. Trent herself back in October almost a couple of months ago, and she is amazing. I met her along with because my girlfriend, my girl Yona is her publicist, so I met her. I had the opportunity to meet her, and with the Oracle group they had that event, so it was amazing. Just such an amazing experience meeting her. She's so down to earth, so cool, just really, just everything. So I have to give her as the book, The Awakened Woman. And I have to give Dr. Tererai Trent an honorable mention because this is an amazing woman, that's been through hell and back and still managed to do the damn thing. Um, Anywho, thank you guys this year for participating. I mean, just looking at my Books, Beauty, and Stuff awards. Thank you guys for everything that you have given me, like sharing the things. Thank you for the support you've given me. After this, I am going on a hiatus, so I might post a video, probably one video around New Year's or something for like a couple of reviews. But other than that, thank you guys so much for everything, and you guys have a happy New Year and first wonderful first month of 2018. I will see you guys next year. If I don't see you guys in January, I will see you guys in the first part of February or the middle of February. So take care, stay tuned, and bye now.